opened on a renovated Bushwick home. The wall so recently put up you can hear the person breathing in the bathroom. The person in the bathroom? Zoe Cottrell. Yes, it's spelled like Zoe, but pronounced Zoe. She was flustered in the bathroom because of her hair. It wasn't laying the way she wanted. She tried spritzing it with rose water, but those attempts just left it looking greasy, and not the good kind of greasy. She was 15 minutes away from when she was supposed to have a date. Thankfully, she had told her match to meet at the bar on her block. She could make it there in a brisk 3. So that left her 12 minutes to fix the hair. Some people would probably be late for the date, but Zoe has learned to be the kind of date she wants them to be. To say this was her first Tinder date to the bar on her block would be a farce. The second year of the pandemic had made her more persistent to get that first meeting over with, and as far as she was concerned, the possibility of someone being her match without the first meeting was 0. She pulled her bangs down for the last time, giving herself the permission to accept the state it was in. She grabbed her bag and headed down the stairs, watching to make sure none of her roommate's cats made it out with her. The second year of the pandemic had also apparently affected the amount of cats one wanted to own. She took a left out the front door, making sure the large piece had gone back to its place, and even from a block away, she could see her potential date in front of the bar. He was the Bushwick boy you got out of a magazine. Canvas pants rolled, a beanie rolled, and for an extra layer of irony, a cigarette which he was rolling. He had a case of the small hips and computer arms, but this wasn't anything that would send her the other way. She realized that having a hearty dating life in this neighborhood would consist of a good amount of these Bushwick types. The real potatoes of her meat and potatoes love diet. She was close now, close enough that she had made eye contact. She lifted her hand to symbolize her wary welcome. She became so close that it was now time to decide. Hug or handshake? As he turned to greet her, she noticed a Nalgene on his left hip. This would definitely be a hug situation. So, Zach? Yeah, it's great to meet you. He opened his arms wide and started to lean in. She was right about the hug situation. Good to meet you. They unhuggled from their welcome, and he gestured towards the door. After you. She followed the cue and entered the bar. The movement required a bit of gap in conversation. So, did you find the bar all right? Yeah, I used to work at a pizza place, right by here. I'm pretty familiar with this area. Oh, cool. Zoe replied without a thought. Right then, she heard her name. Zoe! A voice asked from behind. She turned her head around to see who had said it. It was Liam from Tinder. They had been messaging back and forth for months. Each time she asked to hang out, he would thwart responding. So, would you want to get a drink this weekend? Message has been seen. 2 weeks later. Oh, wow, that picture you posted of oysters looks awesome. Where was that? Their interactions had gone on like that quite consistently. He gave her attention, but never wanted to meet. Or so she thought. But here they were now, at a bar, about to get a drink. Except Zoe had a different Tinder date. Liam? Oh, hey, He maneuvered through the crowded bar to greet her, arriving at her with an outstretched hand. A handshake? Why isn't he as loose with the hugs as Beanie over here? She thought to herself. The hands met for an embrace, and she immediately felt the presence of Zach behind her. He had repositioned himself in a way that said, I expect to be introduced. Liam, it's crazy seeing you here. This is my friend Zach. The boys reached out to shake hands as she wondered if calling him a friend would have any consequences. They smiled and shook hands. Ha, cool watch. Nice to meet you. Zoe let the worry of insulting Zach wash away from her. He seemed unbothered as ever. Hey, thanks, man. Nice to meet you. Well, I don't want to intrude on your date. Just wanted to say hi to you, Zoe. And just like that, the brief interaction was over. Zoe was flustered. She didn't know what she was going to say next. She was lost in a fog of unrequited desire. Hey, isn't your name pronounced Zoe? What? She said as she snapped out of her haze. That guy, he just called you Zoe, but it's pronounced Zoe, right? Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, I have to use the restroom. Do you mind getting me a vodka cranberry? Hey, no problemo, Chiquita. She headed towards the bathroom in the back. It would give her a second to recoup, and the bathroom was also the area in which Liam had last headed. She saw that he was sitting towards the right side of the bathroom line. She passed by him without saying anything. Zoe had expected Liam to say something, but she disappointedly pulled out her phone and stared into it when he didn't say anything at all. Is it a first date? She heard the voice behind her and now knew exactly who it was. Oh, Liam, yeah, we just got here. I mean, you crashed my date pretty early on. Sorry, didn't mean to crash your date. I couldn't resist saying hi to you when you walked in. I mean, you look great, by the way. Thank you, she said, blushing as she said it. So, why have we never been on a first date? She was next in line for the bathroom and had no time to beat around the bush. I mean, I like you so much. I was so nervous. I'm sorry I dodged hanging out. I mean, I really, really, really want to. I mean, even like tonight would be great if we got a drink, you know? At that moment, someone left the bathroom, and Zoe smiled at Liam and took the empty stall. She was even more flustered than before. Of course he didn't want to hang out. He was nervous. She was nervous too. This was their night to finally meet, talk about their futures, and kiss on the streets of Middle Broadway. All of it fully attainable. All she had to do was get rid of her Tinder date, Zach. She washed her hands and began to devise a plan. She left the bathroom, walking by Liam, smiling at her, towards the bar where she had left Zach. What's the easiest way to get someone kicked out of a bar, she thought to herself. Have them be too drunk? Well, Zach was sipping a Tecate, and that would not be enough. Hey, look who's back from the potty room. Yeah, it's me. Oh, man, I made some more room for some shots. Shots? I mean, okay. I also got you vodka cranberry right here, like you asked. Zoe leaned to the bartender. Can we get 4 shots of tequila, please? Oh, snap. We doing 2 each? No. I mean, I did 4 shots right before I met you at this bar. So if you want to, like, catch up with me, I got you these ones. Zach looked at her, questioning this behavior briefly, but he was a pretty cowabunga lifestyle type of dude. So he proceeded to take the shots one by one as they were poured, slamming them down as he finished. Oh, woo! Okay, freaking wash that one down. That's what, yeah. As Zach was sitting down, Zoe slid around the back of the bar to whisper to the barback. Hey, so that guy at the bar who just took the shots, I mean, he's pretty drunk. Can you, like, kick him out, please? The barback turned at her fast. Dude, bitch, I just saw you order him 4 shots. If you do not leave the back of this bar, I am going to kick you out. Zoe slinked back to the front of the bar. Zach was still finding his footing on the bar stool, so he didn't notice the whole encounter. He looked like a fun child, smile across his face, and head not fully in control. His windbreaker didn't add to this effect. This gave Zoe a new idea, a new way to get rid of her date. When Zoe was younger, she was a babysitter, not the teenage girls who get into it because they love children, but because pot didn't buy itself. Whenever she needed kids to go away, she sent them out to play hide and seek. Whenever it was her time to seek, she would go back into the house, which gave her about 5 to 10 minutes of alone time. Maybe if she tried this on Zach, it would work. Hey, have you ever played like hide and seek as an adult? After 4 shots, I play the devil's fiddle. What in the hell is that saying, Zoe thought to herself. Sweet. Well, let's go outside. The two stumbled out the front door of the bar. Zoe's stumbling was acting, but he was very much stumbling. They got outside just in time for the train above to be going over. It was so loud she had to scream. Okay, okay, can you go hide first? Sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zach went up the street far enough that Zoe thought she had lost him. She opened the door and went back inside, but before the door even shut, Zach was in the bar too. Hey, ma'am, my babysitters pull that trick on me all the time. You are freaking hilarious. At this point, Zoe should have seen Zach as optimistic and good-hearted, but his positive outlook was grinding on her last nerve. This was the one thing she had come up with. I'm sorry. Okay, I was trying to get rid of you because I pooped my pants. Is that what you want to hear? Oh, shit. What? When? You shit your pants when you went to the bathroom? Or was it because of all the shots you took me for the date? Or, like, we can go if you want. No. I'm too embarrassed. I'd like to, like, just sit here and drink. You know, you should go. You should really, you should go. Wait, you're gonna sit on a bar stool with doo-doo in your pants? Yeah. Maybe my butthole will suck it up. Zoe could not believe she just said that. She was feeling desperate, and desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay, well, I guess it was nice to meet you, Zoe. Bye, I fucking guess. He warily waved, took one last look around the bar, and exited the front. It had worked! As soon as he was out of the front door, she moseyed her way back to find Liam. Liam drinking alone at a table in the back. Mind if I join for a drink? Liam looked at her with a smile and motioned for her to sit next to him. For the next 15 minutes, they laughed, told stories about their lives, and got along so well it was impossible to believe that this was their first date. Right then, there was a loud person entering the bar, screaming, Liam! Where the fuck are you, Liam? Liam heard the voice and immediately began to grab his things. The voice was getting closer to the back of the bar where they were sitting. Fuck no. Liam whispered. Who is that? My mom. Why you got Liam? Where the hell are you? You have a kid to take care of? Yeah. With who? Her. I thought you just said that was your mom. Yeah, she is. Wait, what the fuck? You had a kid with your mom? Yeah, that's kind of like why I never set a date to hang out. Legally, because I had a baby with my mom, I'm a sex offender, okay? So if I plan a date, I have to be honest up front. But if I just run into someone, right then the large older woman met the table. Let's fucking go, boy! The woman yanked Liam by his ear and started pulling him through the crowd. He glanced back one more time to give Zoe a wave, and he was gone. Well, Zoe thought to herself, I wonder if Zach went to another bar.